All right. Good morning, everyone. I am Anthony Pena, and I am your Unity President, no? Here in Unity Philippines Spiritual Center Inc. I am tasked to introduce yung who or what is Unity, ano? So Unity is a worldwide spiritual movement with Christian roots well over a century old. Okay? And Unity is founded by spouses Charles and Myrtle Fillmore noong 1886. And this is how the Unity World Headquarters looks like. No? Sa Kansas City, Missouri. There are almost 1,000 Unity centers across the US. And tayo, sa Philippines, we belong to the Pacific Rim region. No? Well, Unity is not a religion. Unity is a daily practice of consciously aligning our thoughts and feelings to love, peace, and joy, being one with God. Unity welcomes people of all religions, spiritual paths, and traditions. No? So, hindi ito exclusive. Kung hindi tayo Christian, hindi tayo Buddhist, hindi tayo Muslim, hindi tayo ano pa ba mga major religion sa mundo, di ba? Lahat yan welcome dito sa Unity. No? Hindi tayo exclusive. Kasi Unity believes that there is only one power and one presence active in the universe and in my life. God, the power of love, present all the time. I'd like to invite everyone to join me in stating this affirmation. If you can unmute your mic, no, that would be better. So let's breathe in, breathe out. And then all together, let us affirm there is only
There's
one
only one
power
power
and one presence
and one presence
active in the universe
active in the universe
and in my life.
and in my life.
God, the power of love,
God, the power of love,
present all the time.
present all the time.
Breathe in, breathe out. Uh, if you have other terminology or label or kung may iba kayong tawag sa tinatawag na God, you may replace at your preference, you may replace the term God with whatever you call whatever you worship or whatever you venerate as God. Like if you wanna call it Allah, you wanna call it Buddha, I don't know kung anong label ninyo. You can always replace that, dito sa sentence na 'to. And despite many definitions, Unity believes that the essence of religion is a consciousness of unity with God. Again, choose whatever label you want for God. You may replace God with whatever label you have. Perhaps baka differences lang tayo sa culture. May differences lang tayo sa culture or sa language, 'di ba? So, you feel free to personalize this to yourself because Unity is not a branch of any Christian organization because it looks back before the time of church organizations to the teachings of Jesus as they happen. It just so happened Unity considers itself Christian with Jesus Christ as its primary influence kasi Unity's teachings, like those of Jesus, are directed toward a first-hand experience of God. Like what I've said, Jesus Christ as primary influence kasi lahat naman tayo, di ba, one power nga. Pero it so happen, yung roots ng Unity ay Christian kasi doon nagsimula, kung saan predominant ang Christianity. And it so happen, yung founders natin, si Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, they found yung mga shortcuts na tinuturo ni Jesus Christ. They consider yung teachings ni Jesus Christ as yung shortcuts natin. Bale. So, unity has no dogma. People must obey or must have in order to belong. It does have however, have a set of universal principles that defines its belief system. So, unity is practical Christianity, a practice of Jesus' teachings every time, every day. Unity's teachings are universal truths. Truth pertains to spiritual laws that do not change and cannot fail. They are the same today, yesterday, today, and forever. No? Now, I'd like to, I always, sa mga bago, no, I always want to illustrate it this way. Ah, ano ba ibig sabihin pag sabing universal truth, no? Ah, ako naniniwala, well, ako alam ko yung law of gravity, pa? Ano ba yung law of gravity sa mga bago? Law of gravity, 'di ba? Pagka meron kang binitawan, babagsak 'yan, 'di ba? Ngayon, law 'yon, universal truth ang gravity and it's a law, 'di ba? Kahit sabihin ko na hindi ako naniniwala sa gravity. Kahit hindi ako naniniwala sa gravity, pag binitawan ko yung item na hawak ko, mahuhulog at mahuhulog 'yan. Kasi gravity works whether you believe in it or not. Yan ang universal truth. Example ng universal truth. And yan, these spiritual laws or truth govern all people all the time, just like gravity, ano? One such truth is oneness, unity with God and with each other. Kahit gaano pa tayo i-distant natin yung sarili natin sa ibang tao, we are one with each other and we are always one with God. No? The teachings require understanding and faithful practice, and practice means regular and disciplined effort. The ultimate goal of Unity's teachings is to help everyone realize oneness with God and individually express God from our thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds. No? And of course, there's no better way to worship God than for us to rightly express God through prayer, meditation, and silence. Okay, that's about it. The end of my slides. Today, Jo Angeles will be discussing yung second part, no? Tama ba, Jo? Second part ng first chapter ng book ng Prosperity. No? The title of the book is Prosperity and the author ng book is yung founder natin, si Charles Fillmore. No? So, Jo, thank you. I'll stop my sharing.
Thank you.
Ah,
Yun. Yan. Okay. I had a different idea on how to do our stuff today. Pero buti na lang, it dawned on me na I might as well review it from the start. uh, Let me just share my screen. Yan. Actually, dun sa mga
yeah.
bago natin, how many of you have heard of Charles Fillmore? Type a yes in the chat or type a no in the chat sa mga estudyante natin. How many of you have heard of, and also Rex, kung narinig mo na si Charles Fillmore before sa chat, if you want, you can just type it in the chat. Yes, narinig nyo na, and hindi nyo pa naririnig. Haven't heard of him. No? Okay. Hindi pa? Okay. Hindi din Rex? Okay. Okay, si Hazel, hindi din. Okay. Alright, so bago sa pandinig nyo si Charles Fillmore. Okay. Just share. Just to make sure, mamaya pag nag-share ako ng video, maririnig nyo yung sound. Let me do this part. 'Di. 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 ' Okay. Yan. Okay. So who is Charles Fillmore? As sabi nga ni Anthony, siya yung co-founder ng Unity Movement. Kasi dalawa sila yung asawa niya si Myrtle tsaka si Charles. Sa Unity, Charles is known more as consider him the head. Si Myrtle Fillmore is the heart kasi si Charles, he's so very scientific yung mindset niya. So kaya siya yung tinatawag na mind. So he was born on August 22, 1854, and then namatay siya July 5, 1948. So I think by the time he died, he was about 93, 94. So mahaba yung buhay niya. He founded the Unity movement. It's a New Thought movement with Myrtle in 1889. So imagine niyo yun, mga 134 years, bale. He became known as an American mystic for his contribution kasi he interpreted the Bible metaphysically. In fact, he has a big one na when I was taking my certification, naging reference point namin yon. And he wrote this book, Prosperity, in 1938. So almost 100 years niya na tong sinulat. Okay? So itong chapter na to, chapter 1, ang pangalan ng chapter is Spiritual Substance, the fundamental basis of the universe. So part 2 na to, and I'm gonna review part 1. So part 1. Ito yung mga important highlights kasi kung gagawin ko uli yun, nandito tayo for 2 hours. So, um, so part 1. Ang unang-unang, this is the first sentence he said. Divine mind or God mind or Christ mind, the mind of God, however or whatever you want to call it, is the one and only reality. Na yun lang ang nag-iisa, kaisa-isang realidad. And space. Ito, he said this in 1938. Okay? Space. The way we know it, exposed ako sa Star Wars, Star Trek, mga sci-fi. Sabi niya, rather than matter, ibig sabihin mga matter is the source of life. And all things apparently have their source in the invisible. Diba meron yung sinasabing parang something came from nothing, okay? Or something from thin air. He's saying that a lot of the things na nakikita natin ngayon came from things na hindi natin nakikita, from the invisible realm. That's one of una niyang sinabi in this chapter. And then, source of all material, kaya nga sinabi ko, di ba, scientific siya eh. Ang source of all material, according to science, ether. Hindi ko lang siya makita what it really, yung translation sa Tagalog. Pero yung ether, yung sinasabi niya, ano nga ba yung ether? The ether, it's charged with electricity, magnetism, light rays, cosmic rays, other dynamic radiations. O, di ba talagang space nga talaga siya? The ether. It's the source of all life, light, heat, energy, gravitation, attraction, and repulsion. Lahat ng klase ng energy. Ether. It's the interpenetrating essence of everything that exists on Earth. Lahat ng essence ng nakikita natin dito sa mundo, including ourselves and lahat ng mga bagay, is ether, bale. So that's the source of everything that we see, everything that we touch, everything na all material, according to science, ether. Si Jesus naman, dito niya kinorelate science and religion or science and metaphysics. Si Jesus. What he said actually is, let me just put this together. Ang sa Greek daw, it's actually hindi daw kingdom of heaven, hindi na what na singular. He actually really said the kingdom of heavens. Kasi yung heaven, di ba, ang interpretation natin, it's the glories of some far away place. Yung parang, di ba, the land beyond. Ang sinasabi ni Jesus is the kingdom of heavens is actually already within us. The entity that rules is already within us. It's all around us, and it is known by the physicists as space and ethers. It's very dynamic, hindi siya static. It's very intelligent, and si Rev Florence is gonna talk about the intelligence next week. So, hindi, yun yung, so andito na. Like, what Jesus is trying to say, the kingdom of heavens. Yes, it's also over there, nasa malayong galaxy, and most importantly, nasa paligid natin. And also, nasa sa atin na within ourselves, nasa sa loob natin. Kaya nga sinabi niya, the kingdom of heavens is within, nasa sa atin na. Substance was a very important. Ito na yung sinasabi ni Charles Fillmore. Substance, okay? The substance of the universe, of everything, can never ever be depleted. Hindi siya mauubos, hindi tayo mawawalan, unaffected by our ignorant talk. Ibig sabihin, ay hindi siya affected ng mga negative thinking natin. It stays punong-puno, hindi na di-deplete. It's with us. The thing about it, substance, is with us all the time. Yung kaninang sinabi natin, di ba? There is one presence, one power active in the universe and in our lives. God, Lord, Spirit, Source, Allah, kung ano pa man yung name natin for God, is already within us all the time. And it responds to our faith, kung ano yung pinaniniwalaan natin, kung ano yung pinaninindigan din natin, at ano yung mga pangangailangan natin, our demands, responds to that also, and ready to give, benevolent, in other words, substance. And God, the substance, ang, I don't know how to say it in Tagalog. Last week, pinag-usapan natin to na kalawakan, kalaliman, kabuuan of everything, lahat of mga of everything that is to, and I know, and Anthony, you can explain this much later sa accounting, di ba, yung form. Pagka may sinabit kang form, kailangan may isasubmit kang evidence to substantiate it. Kumbaga lahat, God as the substand or stands under or behind lahat, every single thing, as its support and its only reality. And lahat ng nakikita natin, matter and form, lahat ng basis niyan, including especially us, in the back of all of us, the essence of us, as substance is God. And yung, like the one presence and one power, hindi mo man nakikita, hindi mo man natatouch, hindi mo man natitaste, or even minsan nasa smell. Yet more substantial than matter. Kasi yun yung bumubuo ng lahat-lahat. Kalawakan, kalaliman, every single thing. God is substance. So, ngayon, in the second part of chapter 1, kasi nga masyadong substantial yung topic ng substance. Kaya I have to split it into two. So, okay, that's great and everything. So now, how do we lay hold of substance? How do we avail of substance? O kung nandito na nga siya, di ba? Paano natin siya, how do we lay hold of it? So, ang number one laging sinasabi ni Jesus is the simplest and shortest way, direct way, is Jesus said na whosoever shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that what he said shall come to pass, he shall have it. So, number one ingredient to lay hold of substance, basically of God as substance, is unang-una our faith, our paniniwala. So, the thing about Charles Fillmore, kasi nga he's very scientific, he is very methodical in that way. Hindi siya basta, okay, yan na yun, bahala na kayo. Hindi. He kind of spelled it out in the second part. And I try to, what do you call it, put it in a way na medyo madaling sundan, as I would say. Okay, the first one, in unity we have the 5 principles. So yung unang sinabi natin kanina that God is there's only one presence and one power active in the universe and in our lives, God the good. Yun ang unang principle. Second principle is yung sinasabi na natin ngayon. God is the substance and intelligence innate in all creation and in everyone and in everything. Ngayon, Charles Fillmore, this is the third principle. This is where he's saying this in this one. Na thoughts in our mind produce after their kind. Why? Because substance, God, however you want to call it, God, um, Lord, Spirit, Source, substance is first given. Una natin natatanggap yan. Usually in our mind, sa isip. Okay? And the powerful ideas of substance, okay, condenses in our thoughts of time and space. So, yung mga ideas natin, kagaya yung kay Christian, yung idea niya to create a game to help people emotionally. That one, yung idea na yun, came from substance. Came from God. Guidance yun eh. Diba? Even siguro yung mga naging major nyo, kung tourism management, kung information system, lahat ng coding na yan, right? They first came through the mind, through the thoughts of time and space. Yun. Ngayon, medyo na minsan sumasablay o hindi natin nakukuha because hindi natin alam. That's why he said, the ignorant open the bulbs of the mind and let ideas flow out into a realm with which they have nothing in common. So baga, hindi kasi, minsan na may miss natin yung mga powerful ideas of substance. Parang, iba yung sinasabi natin sa Tagalog, pasok sa kaliwa, labas sa kanan, or, pasok sa isa, labas sa kabila. Lumalabas, hindi siya nagsistay. Okay? Because we're not, our conscious mind or our human mind, hindi siya congruent o hindi siya ayon sa God mind or divine mind. So how do we actually capture it? And how do we capture the divine mind, substance? So kaya daw yung pagpasok sa tenga, labas sa kabila, is that's how that power of those divine ideas or the idea from substance and divine mind nawawala, and yun yung basta nawawala na lang siya. So kaya one of the things that both Charles Fillmore and Myrtle palagi nilang sinasabi, one of the things they always talked about is before we can parang lay hold of ano ba yung mga divine ideas na yon, yung mga powerful ideas from substance. A lot of times we need to clean or cleanse or renew our mind. Sabi nga nung Romans 12 verse 2 is be transformed by the renewing of our mind. Ano ba yung mga ideas na hindi tugma sa the way that God thinks, sa pag-iisip ng Diyos, ano ba yung mga yon? And the cleansing must be undergone para naman, para umayon yung pag-iisip natin with the mind of God. Okay. So, paano nga ba nangyayari? Ito, I think I'm gonna experiment with this one. Okay. Yan. Do you have any questions so far? Yung mga estudyante ni Argel. Any questions yet? Hi, T. Hi, Christy. Wala pa naman. Okay. Sorry medyo nagbago yung aking screen. So, why are we daw suffering from lack and limitation? Kasi sabi nga daw ni Charles Fillmore is that, pagka humihinga tayo right now, right? Hindi tayo nakukulangan ng hangin, right? So actually, I'm gonna ask you to experiment this with me. Kasi maraming hangin, okay? Right? So I'm gonna experiment tayo with this one so that we can understand this. Na walang scarcity in the air that we breathe, right? And he says that the only reason na kukulangin tayo ng hininga, intentionally hindi ko sinasabi, is kapag we close our lungs and refuse to breathe. Yun ang sinasabi niya. Right? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you, okay, if you can, hinga kayo ng malalim. Inhale, 3, hold it, and then hinga ulit. Hold nyo siya. Isa pang beses. Hinga ng malalim, hold, and sayaw. Then hold ulit. So napansin nyo, yung hangin nandyan lang, right? Pero kaya natin hindi siya hindi natin natatanggap kanina kasi pinipigilan natin yung hininga natin. We are holding it, yung kumbaga pinipigilan natin yung paghinga natin, yung pag-inhale natin at yung pag-exhale natin. So hindi kumbaga hindi tayo kulang sa hangin sa labas. Nagkukulang tayo ng hangin sa loob kasi pinipigilan natin yung hininga natin. So that's how Charles Fillmore also thinks about the abundance of substance. Na hindi dahil kulang ang substance o kulang ang presence of abundance, hindi. It's more because pinipigilan natin commonly yung experience na yon. Let me share my screen again. So hindi tayo kinukulang ng hangin unless of course, something's happening kung may sakit ganun. So there is plenty of air, 'di ba? Kanina nung humihinga tayo, talagang we can only take in so much and then we can only exhale so much. And the only reason na hindi natin siya lahat natatanggap is pag natin. So the same idea when you recognize the presence of abundance of air and open your lungs to it, 'di ba? Kapag ah, lalo na kung nakatira kayo sa probinsya, ang sarap lang hapin yung sariwang hangin, sinasabi nga nila. 'Di ba pagka hininga mo siya ng malalim, parang ang sarap nung hininga, nakaka-refresh, gano'n. And then sabi nga ni Charles Fillmore, there's an all sufficiency, lahat, sufficient, lahat, sapat, you know, of all things. Just as there is an all sufficiency na sapat na hangin. The only lack is our lack of appropriation. Sabi ko, ano bang ibig sabihin ng lack of appropriation? Ang ibig sabihin daw ni Charles Fillmore ng lack of appropriation is yung failure natin to recognize and claim. Okay? One, to recognize, makilala natin, maunawaan natin, I think even is a better word, and claim, right? Akuin or own it, the omnipresent spiritual substance as their source of good, meaning God, the power of good, the power of love, as the source of lahat of our good, lahat ng kabutihan, ng kagandahan, ng kaaya-aya in our lives. So it's not hindi hindi like kanina, hindi siya, it's not the lack of divine abundance or divine substance, but it's more the lack of our conscious awareness. Okay? So yung kamalayan or kaunawaan and action. So we may have the awareness of it, pero like in number 5, kung hindi naman natin siya ipapractice, kung wala naman tayong gagawin, sabi nga, di ba, nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. Kung wala rin tayong gagawin, lack of appropriation pa rin. It would still not be available sa atin. Kaya daw, there's that suffering of lack and limitation. It's not dahil kulang with substance, kulang with God, hindi. It's more yung ating own awareness, yung our own knowing, our own kamalayan, our own understanding, and of course, sarili din nating gawa. Okay? And the first step, ito, and we'll do this in a little while, the first step, sabi niya ganon, to really, to experience, okay, the overflow of universal substance, sabi niya, is of this everywhere present substance is silence. You know, like what does the Bible say na be still and know that I am God. So nothing beats kahit na yung one moment of silence that the only thing that you focus on is your breath. Kahit isang minuto lang yon in a day, magsimula sa 1 minute. And I do have an app. It's called One Moment Meditation. Literally in that 60 seconds, all I would focus on is my breath. And that silence. Nakalagay dito, I really love this nung sinabi niya, when it seemed like a golden snowflakes falling all about you. Parang, I don't know how to describe it, na parang aliwanag lang, parang mapayapa, kaya kaaya-aya. And it's that silence. Okay? Kaya nga ang principle number 4 ng unity is meditation and prayer. Because meditation and affirmative prayer is what connects us to that substance, to work in us, through us, and as us. So, and yun ang ano ng silence. So kaya importante obviously sa unity is silence or meditation. Second step, part of that silence, okay, is dedicating ourselves to divine guidance. Ano ba yung gabay? Ano ba yung gabay ni God? Gabay ng divine mind? Ano yung saan tayo, as my ate would say in the Philippines, saan tayo dinadala ng paan natin? And it's in that, well, you know, like obviously God has all the intelligence and wisdom and all of that understanding. Lahat yan meron. And the thing is, it's available obviously, right? The thing is, hinihintay sa atin na umuo tayo, to say yes. And not just to say yes, actually the word is dedicate. Ibig sabihin, I don't know how to say it more in Tagalog, dedicate natin yung sarili natin. Like I have this favorite, I think it's a verse that we set our hearts on God and reach out for divine love or divine guidance. Na and then and totoo to, I've noticed this in my own life, na kapag humingi ako ng gabay na yan, okay, dumadali, mas madali ang mga experiences kahit na, you know, even if medyo masalimuot or challenging. Ang experience ko, the moment I do the silence, I go into prayer and asking for, ang paborito ko, God, what is mine to do? Anong nararapat kong gawin in this moment? The moment I say those things, and of course, marami pa, like I cast this burden on the Christ within and I go free, mga ganon. Or basta nag-ask na ako ng ganyan, dumadali and nagiging masaya yung flow. And then, yun nga, the higher set of faculties, because there are 12 powers, nagigising yung imagination, yung understanding, yung wisdom, yung zeal, nagigising. And then there are new avenues. Dumadating yung mga ideas, paano ko ba i-present to? Paano ko ba sasabihin to? Paano ko, and believe it or not, kahit namimili ako ng ano man tawag doon, ng prutas sa palengke, you know, even that turns out better when I ask for that guidance. And then, the thing about it also, kapag humingi na ako ng guidance, God also is very faithful in showing me ano yung mga balakid. That's why it says here that you may also find as you proceed na, okay God, saan pa tayo? Saan pa tayo magsisimula? Ano ba susunod? Ganito, ganito. Next thing I know, ito muna. Dito na lumalabas sa akin yung mga, kung meron akong mga, like right now actually, naghahanap ako ng lilipatan. The first guidance sa akin is, Jo, mag-declutter muna kayo bago kayo lumipat. Ibig sabihin, go through the stuff that you have right now at kung kailangan, itapon nyo na. Kasi, para pag lumipat kami sa bahay na wherever it is, yung kung ano man yung mga gamit na yung mga gamit na yon, talagang yun yung mga gamit na gusto namin nandun. Kumbaga sabi nga ni Marie Kondo, they spark our joy. Yan. And then, kaya, actually, meron pa ako isang project na kailangan gawin bago kami lumipat. But that's the guidance for kami ng asawa ko na tingnan yung mga gamit namin. And slowly, we're doing that na. And hindi lang sa on the surface, hindi lang sa labas. On the inside also na okay, Jo, etong, patawarin mo tong batang to. Patawarin mo si ganito. Yung mga ganito, deal with this, heal this particular wound. Yung ganun. Pinapakita din sa akin yun. So that the good, yung kung ano man yung good, that that is, um, that is the highest good for me, meron na siyang lugar. Kasi malinis na. May lugar na. And then, ito yun, parang, I think ito yung sinasabi natin sa Unity. Affirmative prayer, decree. Actually, I love this in Tagalog, which I'm gonna share in a little bit. Um, Decree, yung parang, di ba yung pag sinabi nating decree, parang, um, I think close enough to utos, right? Close enough to commanding it. Close enough to, hindi tayo humihingi, hindi tayo, we're not begging, we're not supplicating. It's more like you decree it. You say it, that's it. Kagaya ni Jesus, di ba? Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our debts. As we forgive those, hindi niya sinabi na please give us. Hindi, give, decree. Sinasabi. Walang patumpik-tumpik, kumbaga. Kasi nang hasabi nga dun sa Job 22 verse 28 sa Tagalog, babasahin ko rito, thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. So, and then, palagi naman na tayo when we did Florence Kovoshin, The Game of Life, the power of our words and the power of our thoughts. Kasi kung ano yung iniisip natin palagi, over and over, at palagi natin sinasabi, over and over, guess what? Yun ang nag-show up sa buhay natin. And I've seen this firsthand in my own life na meron ako noon na nagbiro lang ako. Nasabi ko na magiging problema ako ng amo ko. Guess what? 3 weeks later, problema nga ako ng amo ko. And then, if I say na, hey, ang hirap naman ito eh. Guess what? Mahirap nga talaga. You know? So, yun yung mga decree. We need to also watch ano ba yung mga sinasabi at mga iniisip natin na paulit-ulit. Because the more we think about it all the time, we give it energy. Okay? So, ito siya sa Tagalog. I love it in Tagalog. Yung Job 22 verse 26 to 28, sabi dito, at saka mo matatagpuan ang kaligayahang nagmumula sa makapangyarihang Diyos at hindi ka mahihiyang lumapit sa Kanya. Manalangin ka sa Kanya at didinggin ka niya. Tuparin mo ang iyong mga pangako sa Kanya, meaning if there's any action that you need to do it. Ano man ang binabalak mong gawin, ay mangyayari at magiging maliwanag ang iyong daan. And I think the one thing that I love about this, matatagpuan ang kaligayahan nagmumula sa Diyos. The joy that comes from the Almighty, the Lord Almighty, I think it's how it is in English. Yung ganon na you do it out of joy. You do it out of, hindi yung, ito na naman. Sige na nga, sa pilitan. Pero it's more like joy. Hindi pilit, hindi guilt, but more maluwag sa dibdib. More like, it's a joy. Diba? Ano nga ba yung tinatawag nilang prosperity consciousness according to Charles Fillmore? Ito, I love this. He says, we must have in our finances, sa pera natin, a consciousness, an awareness, a knowing of the permanency na nandito na, palagi, bolted, nakatatak na yan, tinagana sa bato, as we would say it in Tagalog, of the omnipresent substance as it abides in us. Naninira natin. yung omnipresent na yung this God substance na everywhere present, never depleting, palaging ready to give, palaging hindi na uubusan. What Charles Fillmore saying, that's what we need to have in our pagdating sa pera. Hindi ako nauubusan kasi God, hindi nauubusan si God. Punong-puno, siksik, liglig, umaapaw. Sabi nga sa verse. And if we have freely received, we must also freely give and keep substance going. Kaya yun nga yung sinasabi natin sa yung ikapo, our tithing tradition, our tithing practice. Confident in our understanding that ang supply natin unlimited. And that is always right at the hand of the omnipresent mind of God. Hindi mauubos. Palaging meron, palaging may stock. Hindi na out of stock si God, our substance. In this understanding, we can stand the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, depression, losses, and financial failures, and still see God as the abundant substance waiting to come into manifestation. And mind you, nung sinula to ni Charles Fillmore was around the Great Depression dito sa Amerika. So he was saying this, in the light of that, na once we know na ang supply natin is substance, is God, hindi tayo mauubusan. We will never get depleted. Kasi daw, kapag hindi yun ang consciousness natin, baka maging kagaya tayo ng isda na tinatanong niya, nasa tubig na siya, pero ang tinatanong niya, nasan yung tubig? Where's the water? Pero hindi niya na-realize na, hello, lumalangoy siya sa tubig na. So when we don't have that understanding, yun yung parang andito na tayo. Ang kaibigan ko nga, she also said na para kang nasa panaderya ng tinapay. That's another analogy. Kasi daw, this is the truth of who we truly are. Sabi, it is in the water and in the air, the abounding, glorious spiritual substance, in whom we live, move, and have it being. Sa Tagalog, sapagkat sa Kanya, God, substance, divine love, tayo'y nangabubuhay at nagsisikilos at mayroon tayong pagkatao, our very being. That's what it is in English, pagkatao natin. Na gaya ng sinabi ng ilan sa inyong mga sariling mga manunula, sapagkat tayo'y na may nasa kanyang lahi, tayo ay anak ng Diyos, is basically what it's trying to say. That in God, in whom we live and have our being. Okay? So how do you do that? To make it permanent, make substance. This idea that God is substance, supply, lay hold of it in your mind, make it permanent and enduring. Kung meron man kayo matitake from this lesson today, okay? God is your supply, permanent and enduring. Okay? One with it, hindi kayo like the fish with the water. Baga, there's already that oneness, kaisang loob, as Argel have told me before, na kaisang loob yun na ang Diyos when it comes to that substance. All sufficiency, lahat ng pangangailangan. From this substance you were created. In this we move, we live, and move, we live, move, and have our being. And by it we are also prospered and fed. Yung lahat ng kinakain natin, lahat ng prosperity in Tagalog ng pagyaman, I think is the word. Lahat yan, substance, galing kay God. Okay? And how do you do it? This is the practice part, okay? Paano nyo siya magiging permanent? Okay? Kung meron kayong, hindi ko lang nadala dito eh. Kung meron kayong pera, kung yung halimbawa daw, this is one example he gave. God is the source of the mighty stream. So, yung isa is kapag halimbawa yung wallet ninyo, kung nakita ninyo na walang pera, imbis na isipin nyo na walang pera, it's more like, thank you God, to bless it in such a way na magmamanifest kung saan man itong perang to, because God is your substance. Pagkain, I think some of us are already doing this kapag kakain kayo, di ba? We would say as a prayer, us, O Lord, in these thy gift. Pagka yung damit, even our clothes, kung ano yung mga uniform ninyo sa biniled, or yung damit natin, pagka suot nyo, thank you God. Ito yung paborito ni Rev. Thank you God, may damit ako ngayon. Thank you God, may panlaba ako. Even I, when I, let's say naghuhugas ako ng pinggan, I would thank God. God, thank you, may tubig. You know, hindi ako mag-iigib. Buti nga hindi na, ako at least, hindi ako nag-iigib. Hindi na ako mag-iigib doon sa poso, dadaling to sa
Pagkain, kasi dyan tayo nag-aano ng pagkain.
Yun. Pagkain. Okay. So, this is one of my favorite songs. This one reminds me of that. I am ano tayo. We are the place where God shows up. Eddie Watkins Jr. So let me just play this for a sec.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone, and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. I want you to clap your hands and sing it with me. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Eddie Watkins, yeah.
Can I have some more of that? Can we have some more of that? A little more? One more.
I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has his being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has his being. I am the place where God shows up.
Eddie Watkins.
So before we continue, I'm going to ask you actually, since sabi ko kanina, di ba, we're gonna, first thing to tap into substance is silence. So we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna lead you to a very quick meditation and prayer. So if you are comfortable or okay sa'yo and you're safe, I'm going to ask you na to close your eyes. Pikin nyo yung mga mata nyo. Okay. And inhale slowly. Hold it for a moment. And exhale slowly. Inhale. And exhale. And I'm going to ask you to focus your breath in your heart space. Here, in our heart space, is the divine love, the power of love. So I'm going to invite you, I'm going to be quiet for the next 30 seconds or so and just focus your breath on your heart space, on your power, on your divine love. From your heart space, divine love. Imagine this white golden light spreading from your heart space all the way all throughout your body. In your body, every single cell is filled with God, the substance, the essence, the core, the ether, the heavens, the divine love is in every cell of our bodies, from the top of our head down to our faces, down to our necks, to our shoulders, to our arms, our hands, our elbows, our chest, our stomach, our backs, our hips. Every single cell and every interspaces is God. Down our legs, down our knees, our calves, our ankles, our feet is God. The substance, the omnipresent, the one presence, the one power, the divine love that can never, ever, ever be depleted, always here, available, accessible at any time, at anywhere, ready to give, just waiting for you to say yes to its guidance. Sabi nga, di ba, dito tayo, in this very essence, in God, dito tayo nabubuhay. Nandito ang ating pagkatao. Dito tayo kumikilos. Yes, while God is also in sa kalawakan, while yes, God's there, most importantly, God is here within you. The very breath of our being is God. Kaya sa labas is also God. Hindi rin nauubusan. Sa mga pagkain na kinakain natin, sa mga damit na sinusuot natin, sa perang dumarating sa mga pitaka natin, God, substance. And all it takes is our awareness na harinawa bawat minuto. We're always aware of this one presence and one power, this substance, loving substance. And the thing is, kahit nasa bus, kahit nasa jeepney, kahit nasa baha, kahit nasaan, himpapawid, sa lupa, sa lahat, God. And most importantly, dito sa katawan natin, God. And I'm going to ask you what we always like to say in Unity Philippines. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. And you can come back to this space and this time. You can open your eyes. Okay? Okay. So, Anthony, pwede na tayo mag-stop ng recording, I think.